let's get started and find out what's happening. This is going to be your energy, Cancer, and this is going to be their energy. Good golly. All right, what's happening in Cancer's world at this time? What's happening in Cancer's world? It's a lot. Karmic path, courage. So Leo energy. There's full moon in Leo happening on Wednesday, like I mentioned. Friendship, jealousy, psychic. Some type of psychic abilities you have. This, hold on, I gotta put these in order. So if we were to go by numbers alone, right? So we've got 5, 7, 8, 10, and 12. 5, 7, 8, 10, and 12. Sorry, 5, 8. Oh, these two are to get 5, 8, and 8. 5 and 8, 8, 10, and 12. We're gonna try this. So I don't know. We're gonna, and then at the bottom of the deck is meditate 40 for the need to go within, maybe. Tell me about each of these cards so that I can clarify where this read's going, because it's not going anywhere right now in my mind. Something about courage. Somebody's jealous within a friendship, but this is part of a karmic destiny and karmic path. There's something happening with the full moon in Leo, and it's about some type of coming together or some type of balancing out a situation. Tell me about jealousy. So somebody's jealous about a new beginning in love. This is a friendship. Hold on. Moving from a 3 to a 2, rebalancing a situation. There was some type of prosperous new beginning that somebody felt that they were going to have, a new beginning in love. But the fact that it was the equal give and take was the karmic rebalancing that was supposed to be done. And oh, look at it, goes like that. And I'll tell you why. Because this karmic path of reciprocity or balancing, rebalancing is what the universe is all about. And so there was a change. There was a belief from somebody, whether this be you or the person on your side, the person attached to you, maybe a runner, maybe, soulmate. If this could be within a job situation. Maybe you thought that there was going to be a job, but in this job, there was a new beginning in love that because of jealousy changed. And somebody thought that there was going to be a new prosperous beginning with this friendship or with this new path of that they were thinking was going to be the bomb, this love energy. But there was so much jealousy and so much change in whatever direction. But this karmic path that you or this person was on was which goes a lot along with the Piscean and Virgo energy of love and logic. This is like more the logic, pentacle, stability, structure, home side. And then this is the rebalancing of that, where somebody is having, because there's an ending now, they have to get up the courage to come together or rebalance, and they know they're getting downloads. They know that this is the direction they're supposed to go, because this is more of the beginning of a new passionate beginning. And this could be from a job to a side hustle. This could be from one relationship, karmic relationship, to a relationship that is more about productivity and creativity and working together and collaborating. It could be that this is going from multiple people involved with friendships or love interests, or just at work, colleagues, going to working with, going from maybe 3 down to 2. So potentially any type of karmic situations or collaborations or working together, coming back into balance with just 2 people, or just coming back into balance with yourself. This could be more masculine energy. This is what you went from, is like jealousies and friendships, and all these new beginnings in trying things that you thought you'd love, and you thought that it was going to be, you tried all these different jobs out, and it was like a restart, because you have the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and Ace of Wands. Well, what are we missing? We're missing the Ace of Swords, which is about clarity, right? Your person or you, there's 2 very different sides here that I can see. And it all has to do with reciprocity and what has given to who, and has it been equal or has it been unbalanced, right? Interesting. There's a lot of, with this new moon and this week's energy, there's a lot of new beginnings. There could be a new beginning in something you love or with somebody you love. There could be a new beginning with money, a new job offer. There could also be new passions in multiple ways. There could either be standing up for yourself, having the courage to move forward somewhere, having the courage to end something, a new passion ignites, a new direction of which way to go, which way to move, moving beyond these jealousies and changing this jealousy up and moving to a more balanced situation. Now this 8, it's a 12, and a 12 is a 3. So that's a 3 card and a 3 card. And then the balanced, but it is about coming back to yourself. So this could be about balancing out your own divine feminine and masculine energy, right? Or this could be about love versus logic and going from more pentacle base to more cup base. However, the cups and the pentacles are on that side. But maybe somebody's had too much of a love for money, but needs to balance that out with passions and creativity and collaboration and networking and having the courage to move forward, right? Power forward with either speaking up or just in doing some self-reflection. Her eyes are closed and she's finding the power within herself versus in having to have validation outside of themselves. Maybe there was a very unequal give and take relationship. Somebody was taking more than giving and vice versa, giving more than taking. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about what is happening here. What is the situation? What is the situation on the left side of Six of Pentacles? What's that about? The situation for either you or the other side, whatever is attached to you or that you're thinking about. Beauty Queen, change, and power couple. Change, we talked about 5, right? Change. And then a power couple, there's 2, right? Maybe there was something. So there was, okay, so this is saying that there was, let me get the bottom card. So there was some type of situation or a person who was involved. Somebody thought it was going to be a new beginning on the side of money and love. What came of this is there was some type of somebody else who was standing out. And this created a jealousy within friendship. This could have been another friend. This could have been, there could have been a couple involved. And can you guys see this on camera? A couple involved and another feminine energy and another feminine energy. Or there could have been 3 feminine energies, including like a couple. But there was some type of friendship that got in the way, or a change up of somebody seeing how somebody saw somebody else. Somebody was standing out or was on stage in the spotlight. And so this power couple energy, there was a transformation of this power couple energy and there was challenges about this situation. This could have been a friend group with 3, even possibly 4 feminine energies and a couple. But there was some challenge with somebody who stood out and somebody overcoming this challenge. Now tell me about, so this is what happened over here. Then tell me about this courage. Moon is Piscean or Cancerian energy. So there's some type of intuition. Again, somebody who's going within regarding some type of happy times or clarity about this feminine energy. There was some type of, so one-sided, right? And then special time. Somebody, what's at the bottom of this right here? Somebody was head over heels or there was a challenge. What they didn't see coming was that they were going to have to overcome this change of this situation that with all these people. There were a lot of people involved on this side, and they didn't see that maybe this could be for you, Cancer, this love struck energy, this head over heels. maybe they fell in love with you or fell in love with this Piscean energy. And because there were happy memories and happy, and this is again about the love and the power, like love and money. This was a monetary situation where a lot of people got involved, maybe a lot of coworkers, people working together. And it was karma for somebody to experience this side and then understand this side. And it's a destined moment that it goes from it being so unbalanced that there is destiny playing out by somebody who is being exposed or becoming vulnerable about some type of really unbalanced situation. Somebody could have been pulling from your energy or this energy, knowing that they would have to go within and become vulnerable. But this was about the money and the luxuries and but there was change, and there was toxicity, there was jealousies on here, there were people interfering with all these friendships. And over here it was finding a courage within, going within, about collaborating. It just looks like there was such a change up from this friend situation. Then what's going to be happening this week then? Going back to, let's see what's going to happen this week. The 10th through the 16th. Those are those current situations. Obviously, this was karmic, destiny, fated situation that's playing out in regards to this money and love, right? And the unbalance of such. It was one-sided. Let's see. But somebody fell in love, and I don't think they meant to. Communication about these friendships, or communicating with these friends with the truth, and the truth being that, yep, there's a judgment call being made. Judgment is of the universe and possibly a tower, and information about, and the truths about this stability. And then there's one more. Oh, the tower. What did I say? The tower. It was just sitting right on top here. There's going to be communication about the truths that somebody discovered, or you're going to be getting truths and information. Potentially, it doesn't necessarily mean that somebody's going to speak with you about it. You could find it out through a reading, or through the tower is going to be this judgment that is called, and these are major arcanas: karmic path, destiny. There's a judgment call about how unbalanced this is, and so that's what's going to change. Something's going to be taken out of the equation, or taken out of the picture, I'm hearing. It could be a house situation, the truth about a house situation. This information or this judgment call, it could have been in regarding a relationship or a couple situation. And this is the three people that I talked about over here, the three energies. A couple on one side and maybe somebody else, or communication and truth maybe to this relationship or this friendship, whatever's on this side, about, because I feel like it's more like this. There's a stability change up. Maybe somebody decides to move or go a different direction because of this karma, the universe stepping in with this tower and judgment, and making something that's very unbalanced, because that's the universe's job, balance back out this week. This one-sidedness is coming under review, is coming under judgment. And there's going to be truths exposed about this situation or these situations, and there's going to be communication about this, or there's going to be communication on their side about the truth about this situation, and whatever this is changing, going a different direction. Because it looks like it could have been where maybe this side, if this is you, or this is some type of some type of stability. Somebody's getting up the courage to end continually giving to this side, because you can see the card here with the Six of Pentacles, right? Somebody on this side is continually, and this pentacle is the biggest out of all of them, and this side is continually taking. Could be friends that have been continually taking from the person on your side or from you, and somebody is getting the courage, and this is part of their destiny, is to make this switch and to go a different direction with this friendship. And it's because of this Saturn energy that's coming into play. A teacher who says, what's going to happen here? Judgment call has been made. Have you learned lessons? Have you taken the right, testing you or testing your person? And there's going to be a shift or change or breaking down of this stability that somebody saw they had. There was a circus happening over here. I'm taking it like some type of chaos and circus that was going on, and somebody who was not going within and getting the courage to end something. But somebody is doing that. And possibly this week, if you fall under this week's energy, this could have to do with confusion or just intuition in regarding a different situation that was happier, maybe with somebody else, or there could be somebody involved. There's a mature woman here, and there's success here. Maybe somebody was just lying to themselves and thought that this is the only way that they could have love and money, or I should say not love, because this is Ace of Cups is the only thing over here that I see with love, but more of love for money. And they lied to themselves with the love for money brings challenges and jealousies within friendships, within work environments. And there were challenges maybe with a couple who had something to do with this. But there's a change up of this with the communicating of truths and a judgment call being called by the universe with that karmic path, where somebody is getting the courage to set boundaries, whether this be you, Cancer, or the other person or the person attached. You have to just assign it to your story, how it fits. But you can see here this gal right here, she's like reaching that way. And then the color that matches with that is this pentacle. I almost feel like maybe somebody was taking from this situation and giving it to this situation, or taking it from somebody else over here. There was some type of stable situation that maybe somebody was pulling from energetically and then providing it on this side. Maybe taking from a friend or somebody. Maybe a mature woman was involved. Somebody was taking from this mature woman and giving it to this power couple, whether it be energy or money or time. But there's an ending of that. There's a change up of that somehow. And there's a tower. This week's energy could very well be not only communication with truths, but a judgment call being made. And there's some type of stability or structure that is falling or changing, or there's a stopping, an ending of relationships this week, Cancer, of friendships. Somebody's finally getting the courage to end something. And this is part of that destined, fated path of changing up a very unbalanced, not reciprocal by any means type of situation. Going from a 3 to a 2, 3 people being involved, maybe a couple and another person involved, going to a 2 and more balanced situation because of the going within and having that intuition. But here's the lightning and here's the tower. And I just did a read that talked about on the 7th, the Saturn and Neptune and North Node, which is about destiny, right? And Ace of Wands, passion, creativity. This could be a lot about Neptune. Neptune was very colorful, right? And investing in a creative way of handling something or solving something. But the 3 of them are conjuncting, if you saw that read. And there's going to be this switch moment, this lightning strike, this epiphany, this change up, or this realization. Somebody's going to say something, or there's a truth that's coming out. There's going to be somebody with this King of Swords that gets instant clarity, and it's going to be a tower moment for them, either an ending, stopping something, a relationship ending, a situation ending, a way of thinking is ending. And it could be in regards to collaboration with this site or this friendship group, or somebody's moving and finally decides to go a different direction, or just information that is brought about that changes up what somebody thought was a solid foundation, but it's not. And it could be involving, I mentioned, a couple or a couple couples, for women, for feminine energies, the truth about multiple energies or multiple friendships or multiple loves, or where somebody was getting their money from or their support. Somebody was maybe paying somebody. There could be blackmail or manipulation. There's 8 wands here, so 8 people at each other. This could be a work situation with colleagues, or a friendship between 4 to 8 people. And there's some type of mature energy over here, but a transformation on this side. Then what is Cancer's advice this week? What advice do you have for Cancer this week? Let's see. The advice, I'm going to pull from these. Oh, actually, no, I'm going to pull from these. What's Cancer's advice this week? Whether this is like your person situation and either you're this person, or this could just be showing you your person's situation with between like a friendship and what the judgment call that's called on them, and then what is happening on the other side for them. This could be revolving around like a mother or some type of sister, some type of mature, maybe an older woman. Somebody is having to, or coming to the realization of the challenges on that side, and having to become vulnerable and maybe admit something with this judgment and this ripped open. What is Cancer's advice for this week? It being Valentine's week, it being change up with the conjunction. What is, so resilience. 11, balance. So remain open. Community, 10, 11, 10, and lightning. There's another tower. Something big's going to be happening potentially this week with 3 towers. Something big on this side. This could be your side where you're finding out about this, or there's like a total change up of this situation, and it ends up falling over to disrupt maybe and becoming convenient on your side. A change up. There's a change of, and then there's one more. Relationships. Resilience. Somebody held strong to whatever the situation was here within like a community or multiple people involved, but it's ending. The resilience, they can't take this situation anymore on this side. They've tried to stay tough, but it's coming to an end with this. Maybe they're finding something out, but there's communication about truths, which changes up. It like switches. It's like this karmic path stepping into that new world, that on that new timeline, in that new dimension, which there's a disruption. Speak, Jenn. A disruption with this lightning, the courage. Somebody is going to have the courage to end some type of relationships or friendships or some type of multiple people involved, and this strength and courage regarding this situation, it's coming to an end, the situation as it was, and it's changing, and there's some type of disruption or big change regarding a relationship. I see the 8. The 8 is really important. So this is about life or home or family, because there's an 8 karmic path, 8 in the 2 circles. There's an 8. This is an 8 card here, right? And 8 is coming back to yourself. So this has a lot to do with like self-introspection. And there's a relationship, a disruption of a relationship between somebody, or regarding a home, regarding a feminine and a child, a disruption of some type of structure. It could be that somebody realizes something about a mature woman, or the success with a mature woman, but there's been secrets about that. Somebody's feelings regarding this has been a secret, are the feelings that somebody has for this mature woman, and something maybe in regards to the challenges over here on this side and how that came to an end. Maybe they don't want this person to know, or there's a repairing that somebody wants to do on this side, and it has a lot to do with crown chakra, which is about intuition and something coming to somebody, or a realization. The the advice could also be that to be resilient and remain strong and steadfast when this ends with this community on this side and there is a disruption of relationships, because it might be that they end up coming to confide in you, or it could be just talking about their advice that this resilience, putting up with whatever here, is coming to an end in regards to community, right? And getting the information that they need to make this judgment call if it's them, or be pushed in a different direction finally, because it's part of the karmic fate and destiny. And that this is just telling them that there are going to be disruptions in relationships, but that is what is needed to change this situation, because this situation is clearly toxic, with the jealousy being the very first card. And it could be jealousy in regards to where somebody lives, or a location, or a home, or stability inside a family situation. But it's been really off balance, and there's been lies or deception, or because there's truths coming about that you don't see, or they didn't see and now they do see. This could just all be their energy again, just wherever it fits on your side. Somebody just is going to need to remain strong when this disruption takes place, when this change, or when they start to see things differently. I think maybe they see this situation within the community or with friendships in a different light, because they thought maybe they were staying resilient with, they thought there was a lot of dynamic differences and colors, and this was really exciting, but in reality it was just white. It drained them essentially of like going from an 11, trying to balance, maybe they've been strong trying to balance the situation with other friends or people or relationship, and it's just drained them because it's going from an 11 to a 10. And that finally brings in this final disruption somehow. And it could be involving money or a house or a family, but there's finally this change, and it's going to take courage to get through that, because it is going to change relationships. And tower moments are going to happen, and people are going to break apart, and toxicity is going to be removed from people's lives, or people will be, the way that people behave or think about things or think about others changes. The way that somebody looks at somebody changes. Maybe they used to think that this is where the beauty lied, but in reality, they are seeing this situation as different. Maybe with you, or with some type of mature woman, maybe this has been hidden until now, until this change up. But whoever this is for, whether it be you, Cancer, or some situation on the other side, somebody has to remain steadfast and strong and resilient in this change when Saturn comes in to test and makes a judgment call on this situation to change it up. And just realizing, knowing, maybe even through this read, that there is going to be there's Tower, Lightning, and Courage all on this side. Something big is changing. The universe is stepping in. There's something big changing in relationships, to either a home, a location, a collaboration or networking. Somebody finally gets it. There's an intuition that's lit up, their creativity, an idea comes to them. And it could be in regards to some secrets, or just their intuition, maybe a mystery regarding this happiness, or this clarity about happy times with a mature feminine energy. And maybe they have not been wanting to be devoted to her, this situation, or I guess not admit maybe they've been in love with this situation or this person, whoever this is, but it's taken Saturn to come in and open up that heart chakra for there to be change in their current situation, to see things for what they truly are. They're finally seeing the truth about things. Big energy, judgment's in the center, jealousy begins it, karmic path, the Tower, big energy. There's a lot of new beginnings. Has a lot to do with endings and beginnings, straight up. When you've got 3 aces, and then you finally get like the ace of with this clarity right here, the moon, and the sunny days. This is like the sun and the moon, right? This is a divine couple energy, the sun and the moon, and the clarity, which is the Ace of Swords, and the King of Swords is holding it. So that clarity comes in. You have 4 aces essentially on the board, and you have Judgment, which is like an ending card, Tower, which is an ending card. Karmic Path is about change up or endings, and this lightning and disruption is about changing or ending. This is straight up like endings and new beginnings, just ending of one situation, beginning of another, or ending of one situation, a realization about one situation and another. But it's very much about starting again, which goes right along with what we were talking about, that this is the time period. And hang on, I have a reference real quick for you that might that might help. This says, oh no, it was in 2025. So I was gonna, I read this the other day, and it says in astrology, when one of the slow moving planets, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto changes sign, it marks the beginning of a new era. The remaining planets will all shift signs in 2025 before retrograding temporarily back into their previous homes and then returning to their new signs for good in 2026. Meaning in 2025, it will give us a sneak peek into the era that lies before us. And and then what happens is 2 of these planets, Saturn and Neptune, which we talked about, Saturn and Neptune in the conjunction, right, on the 7th, will be entering Aries. And as the first sign of the zodiac, Aries represents the start of an entirely new astrological cycle. And we are right now dealing with the current energies of this Piscean energy, opening us up to this Aries energy, which is a new beginning, new drive forward, action taking, right? We're turning a corner into a new chapter for humanity that will truly be a new age. And I talked about that on January 1st with that first read that I got that was so big. These planets will also be moving from water and earth signs into air and fire signs, which takes us into that period of like the devil may care attitude or action, and giving us bravery, this courage, right? And dynamic change. So there has to be endings and new beginnings. And we are in it. This is happening now. So, and you can see it with all of the aces. It's new beginnings from things finally wrapping up and changing. And we've been talking about this, for the last month and a half. And like I mentioned before, this energy can move slow, but it's happening in the first part of 2025. So it just depends on when you'll see it. If you really look at it, things are changing in your life, and there's going to be drastic changes that you'll always remember. There's going to be, more smaller little changes here and there, but your life is not going to be the same as it was in 2025. And this gives you a good idea of what that's shaping up to be in certain situations. So anyways, hopefully that helps you guys. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your Sunday and have a good week. I will be pulling videos right and left this coming week. So I will connect with you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.